Hey guys, Coach Adam coming to you today from the car. Wanted to join all the other coaches' videos today and talk a little bit about choosing your discomfort, or choosing where you're going to be comfortable and where you're going to be uncomfortable. Which is kind of a weird concept to talk about because we tend to think of as scale where comfortable is over here and uncomfortable is over here, and you're either all the way to one or all the way to the other in any certain thing. But realistically, discomfort versus comfort, and I'm going to tell you right now that at least once in this video I'll accidentally say something like uncomfort or discomfortable or something like that. So whenever that happens, I'm just going to push through it because it's already happening in my head. So we tend to think about it as being two different sides of a scale, but in fact it's actually kind of a moving ebb and flow thing in your life. You either choose things that are uncomfortable now that are going to allow you to feel more comfortable later, or you choose things that are going to be more comfortable now that may end up making you uncomfortable later. What's a simple example of this? Let's go back to foam rolling, okay? Foam rolling for some people is really, really uncomfortable. It hurts, it doesn't feel good. Let's just say foam rolling and stretching. We'll just kind of match those two in there together. They're really uncomfortable for some people. It doesn't feel great. It's hard to do. It hurts when depending on where we're pressing in with the foam roller or a lacrosse ball or whatever. The alternative though is that maybe your knees hurt going up and down stairs. We tend to think again that these two things are two completely separate things, when realistically, when we choose comfort in one area, we are by effect choosing discomfort somewhere else. Here's another way that I like to think about it personally. I personally, when I gain weight, it really, really affects me when I'm going out doing things. All right. And it's not necessarily, I'm worried about how people are looking at me or anything like that. I don't like the way that my clothes feel when I put on weight sometimes. And because of that, I don't get excited when we're going on trips and, we're going to be somewhere warm and I'm going to be hot all the time and I'm not going to feel comfortable in my clothes, or, it's someplace that's we're by the beach and I'm not going to feel comfortable without my shirt on and like that kind of stuff. So in order to not feel that discomfort then and have it take away from those things that I really enjoy, and again, it's not because I'm worried about what other people think of me, it's just how I personally feel. I feel the same way when I go out to dinner with, a friend. We're not talking about, they're not judging me. I'm not worried about them judging me. I don't like the way I feel in my clothes. And it affects, I want to leave sooner. I don't want to hang out as long. If it's a vacation, maybe, when we have the option of going out and hiking or, maybe going to the beach or whatever, or going and walking around downtown, because I just feel so uncomfortable in my clothes, I'm kind of, I'm drawn to like, all right, let's go. When really in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'd kind of be okay just hanging out here, So keep that in mind. Exercise can be uncomfortable. Having to make time to come and train can be uncomfortable. It can be difficult. It can lead to you having to have difficult conversations. I don't mean like, life or death situations, but it's not comfortable to tell somebody, no, I have to go take this time for myself so that I can feel better later. But realistically, all you're doing is choosing comfort now over discomfort later. And that can be applied to really anything. So guys, just something to think about. Choosing your comfort versus your discomfort. They are related, even though we tend to choose one or the other at any given point. So guys, have a fantastic rest of your day. Coach Adam out.